Jamail bin Hassan is here once again. Now, I want us to talk about something good, something that's going to change your life for the better. Now, before I go there, I want to appreciate everyone in style. Whoever has been subscribing to my YouTube channel, Jamail bin Hassan Motivation, whoever has been liking my posts, my videos, and commenting and sharing and criticizing, you guys are the reason why I'm still doing what I'm doing. Positive criticism and a lot of comments that have encouraged me. I love that so much. Now, have you heard of the story of two frogs that fell in a ditch? Let me tell you this story. You might have heard of it, but let me tell you this and I relate to you what I want to tell you. Now, these two frogs fell in a very deep ditch. You know the size of a frog, you do. Well, now when they fell inside the ditch, the rest of the frogs remained up on the ground, telling the other frog that had fallen to relax, to die in peace, not to try to make themselves tired, because the ditch was already too deep for them. Now, one of the frog told the other frog that, you know what, let us listen to those people that are telling us not to jump, because one, I can see the ditch is too deep. Secondly, they have also seen it, they have told us that the ditch is too deep, we can't jump, so let us relax and die in peace. The other frog decided not to listen at this, what this guy is saying, even the other people saying up. So he continued jumping and jumping. So these people up there told him, stop jumping, don't jump, hey, don't jump. They used energy and they used gestures telling him, don't jump. The more they shouted at him, the more in fact he jumped. The more he jumped, till time reached and he jumped out. When he jumped out, the other guy remained. After reaching on the ground, these people asked him, we told you not to jump, but you jumped out. How did you do it? This frog just moved and went, didn't say a thing. Now one of the frogs that were there in the crowd told the other frogs that, hey, you guys, I know that frog. He is a dumb. He does not talk. He is a mute. You see, it meant that when these people were telling him that don't jump, hey, don't jump, using the gestures and shouting at him, he thought they were cheering at him that jump, jump, jump. So the more he saw them shouting, they saw the lip movement and the gestures, he thought they were cheering him up. He jumped up. The other guy that listened to the people failed to jump and he died down there. What do we learn from this? Before I tell you what we learn from this is, let me tell you a very good example, live example. While we were younger than this, at the age of 5 downwards, most of us thought of being 5 things in the world: engineers, doctors, lawyers, presidents, and one big thing is pilot. All of us wanted to be those things, but as we started growing up, we started changing our dreams to be another thing. Think about it. Remember, once you wanted to be a doctor, a lawyer, an engineer, pilot, or even a president, but now you want to be anything else I don't want to mention. Do you know why? It is because of the hypnosis, the brainwash that we go through in life. The society tells us that we cannot do anything, we cannot manage. The same thing with the frog story and this life story of your own self and I, for one. We have listened to a lot of people saying the community's words and we have failed to do what we wanted to do initially. Do you know why? Because we are using logic now. Logical thinking says that, oh, in this circumstance, it is hard to be a lawyer or a doctor or a pilot or an engineer or even a president. But if you try to use not logic and you try to be crazy about things, that is when you're going to get things better. Try to act dumb and mute, not listen to the community's words and do things on your own. That is how you're going to bring up what they call potential, the power in you, the beast in you. That's how you're going to unleash what you have inside you. Everyone, we have unlimited potentials inside us. But because of the society and the hypnosis and the brainwash, when you look into history, for example, we the blacks, you see that whoever discovered a phone, for example, the history says was a black. Whoever discovered a car was a black. Whoever discovered the airplane were black, rather were white. Excuse me, were whites. You see, a lot of discoveries were done by whites. History tells us so. We don't know whether it is true or not. But leaving that at that, that keeps us away from pursuing our dreams, because we see that none of a black person has ever done this. None of my family members has ever been a doctor, so I can't be. I want to tell you, that was their own story. Don't compare your story with other people's stories. If you want to be happy in life, don't compare yourself with anyone. We all have one uniqueness in our life. And the first uniqueness is that you are yourself. Please keep your potential, dream big, and always do it. Go for it. Don't listen to no one. I wouldn't have done these things that I'm doing right now if I had listened to the community. Up to now, they still laugh at me that I'm doing this. But I am doing it and pursuing it, and I'm very sure you are enjoying it. Don't you? Yes, you do, and you're learning from this. I want to leave you at that. Thank you so much for keeping on with me, Jamail bin Hassan, the poet and a motivational speaker. Please share and comment. Like, criticize, I don't care. I just want to learn. Thank you so much. When I teach, I learn twice. Thank you so much.